Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Failing My Way in Public to Success, the Mark Sclair podcast. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. So let's get started. Now, it is the start of 2025, and we're looking around at goals we should be setting, people we should be inspired by, moves we want to make, success we want to happen. But it's something I want to talk about now, and it's a real challenge because every day, as much as we try to protect ourselves from it, we are inundated with things that are trying to stop the journey that we're on. And the thing is with the journey is it takes time. But every single day and every single minute we're getting attacked with, do this quick, 30-day return, 5-day snap, you can be this in 60 days. And it's things which are making us question whether we should be on this journey that we're doing, which takes time, or try and get these quick wins, which over time actually doesn't lead to the success that we want. And the reason why I say this is that every single day, for me personally, I go through, because I'm on social media, I have to put myself out there. And the trouble is, you end up putting yourself out there and then you start looking at other content. And unless literally you're able to turn everything off, there's always somebody that's like, I made this by doing this. I had this success by doing this. And I get challenged mentally because I start to think to myself, well, they've done this, maybe I can do this. But then you go on a little journey to understand that that is not me. That is not what I align with. That's not who I want to be. So I need you to ask yourself this question. Who inspires you? Who inspires you? And then I want you to ask yourself the follow-up question is, why are you inspired by them? And then the next question is, should you really be inspired by them? Because I've had it before personally myself where I've looked up to somebody because they've been successful, air quotes, if you're not watching on YouTube. And it turned out, yeah, they had money in the bank, but it's not who I wanted to be or what I was aligned with. So you really have to be careful about who inspires you and where you want to be with that. And that's the journey you have to go through. And somebody who inspired you 2-3 years ago might not align with who you are now. So you have to reevaluate that and see if that person is the person you want to be aligned with. And this is what happened to one of my clients. I sat with them and we went through this journey and I said, who inspires you? And he was speaking a lot about his manager, and his manager's name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. And he was speaking about his manager, Jeff. And I asked him, like, why are you inspired by this person? He says, well, he has this success, he has this money in the bank, he has the respect of everybody in the business, everybody wants to be him, he is the man. And I've come across this Jeff, okay? And he has the success, he has the money in the bank, but that's about it. That's about it. And I want to help my client, and the best way to help him is that he has to solve this problem himself. I'm going to guide him down the path, but I really need him to come to the discovery himself, because there's no point me saying that Jeff is this and Jeff does that, because the truth is, I can tell him all of that, but he has to see it for himself. So I asked him to be a bit more open to explore something. Now, he was willing to do this because I've been helping him in other ways and he was seeing some results with that as well. So he was willing to give me a chance. But a lot of people won't listen to you. They will not listen to you because you've not built that trust. But with my client, I was able to establish some trust because of what I've done in the past. So he was willing to give this a go. And I asked him to just shadow Jeff, but look at it very differently and think to yourself, is this the person that I really want to be? Let's remove the money, let's remove the job title, and let's really see, is this the person that I want to be aligned with? Now, this was coming up to the festive party And everybody brings their wives, everybody brings their kids, and everybody brings whoever they want, really, okay? And I just said, look, just shadow him a little bit. See who he turns up with, see who he's with, and see how he behaves, really. So he said, okay, I'll do it. Now, the festive party came, and Jeff turns up. No wife, no kids, nothing. And he starts to think to himself, like, why? How comes he's not with his wife and kids? So he's like, okay, that's a little bit weird. Everyone's with their wife and kids. I know he's married. I know he's got kids. So why are they not with him? So he's like, he put that in the bank and he allowed that, okay? Now that opened him up to explore other things. We then looked at, how does Jeff carry himself? How does he look after himself? We started to explore him around the office a little bit more. And he realised that Jeff's quite overweight. Jeff is a smoker. Jeff just seems stressed out constantly. It seems like he's not happy. It seems like he's off the pace. It seems like everything Jeff is doing is now being seen differently by my clients. And this is a really interesting journey. Now, what it turned out to be was that Jeff had the success. He had the job title. He had the money in the bank. But he didn't have what we really, really need and want, which is, it has to be this complete balance. I believe so anyway. Maybe you don't, but let's see, okay? Jeff didn't look after himself. Jeff came home each day and was not greeted by his wife in a loving way. His kids he never saw because he had to work so hard. He was actually on his third time's a charm, I guess, okay? But it doesn't seem like it because his wife is pretty close to filing for divorce as well. So he's actually got 5 kids in total. And he's having to work like this because he's got this to pay for. He doesn't wake up every morning loving life. He's forced to do this now because of the choices that he had made. Now my client, I'm not saying I've fully converted him, but he now sees Jeff in a very different light. Yes, he wants Jeff's success because he's got the money in the bank. But is he willing to have this life that Jeff has to have this? And this you see a lot with people. On the surface, you see they've got this title and this money, but really you have to peel back and see, really, is this what their life is like? And I say this as well because there's a lot of people which you see on social media which are making money in real estate, making money in Bitcoin, making money in investments, gold or whatever it is, okay? But is it truly aligning with where you want to get to and who you want to be? And again, this is a question I'm asking myself because there's so many times I've seen, Bitcoin's gone to 100,000. Bitcoin people were buying it at 5,000. Oh, the guy that sold his pizzas to buy the guy that sold his Bitcoin to buy a pizza. I think I look at it and I go, oh my God, look at this opportunity I missed out on. But does it really align with what I'm trying to do? And what I'm trying to do is bring value to the community, trying to help others be the best that they can be. So I can look at those people and I can give them a round of applause, because the truth is they took the risks when everyone said they shouldn't be doing it, and I can admire that. I can admire somebody taking those chances in life. But is it going to make me completely pivot to something else that I don't even care about? I don't give a shit about Bitcoin. I really don't. And when I talk about real estate, I used to be in real estate years ago, and I love the idea of selling a property, but not with the people that's involved in doing it. There's a reason why people buy property. There's a reason why people put money into that type of property. Are you willing to ethically accept someone's money? Because a lot of people are doing it this way, and people are getting in a lot of trouble because the only way that they're able to buy this property is by doing something which is unethical, because they've done something unethical to get the money in the first place. So I need you, and I'm looking in the camera when I'm saying this now, because I'm looking at myself. Don't have your head turned by what others are doing. So you have to be surrounded by people who you are inspired by and who you want to be. And this is a journey that you have to go on, because the truth is, who you were to who you are can be very, very different. You might be different to who you were, and you were chasing something back then, but does it align with who you are now? And so you have to go on this journey, and there's people that I align with every single day, and I'll talk about these people till the cows come home. Zig Ziglar, Russell Brunson, Les Brown, just good, honest, ethical people who are leading with value, trying to build a community. Now, when I talk about this, about my clients and who I want to attract, if I'm just trying to make a quick buck or leading with making money, the majority of the time you're going to do wrong by those people. And I'll tell you something now, to try and build a network that you can dip into and out to of when you want to, and have people recommend you and refer you, it's a lot harder to do when you've done wrong by those people first of all. Because the issue is, if you've made a quick buck, you can't come back to those people. Those people do not want to work with you again. Now, there's some people that have bought property, and look, you didn't have to do much to make money in the last 2 years in property. But let's say, God forbid, the market turns a bit. Where are those agents? They would go running. Where are those Bitcoin advisors? They'll go running. So you need to have yourself prepared in a good market and a bad market. Whether the market is bad, you should be bleeding with value. If the market is good, you need to be leading with value. And when it comes to whatever time of market it is, you will always be of value to your clients. And that's what I do. I try to lead with value. And some people will buy, some people won't, some people will want to work with me, some people won't. But there's something that I need you to understand here is, if you're just dropping your price and just trying to get the deal done, they won't value you. And the trouble is, you're always having to do more deals to try and hit your target. But if you maintain value and you add value and keep value at high, your contract values are high, which actually means you need to do less deals and you're actually working smarter. And it means you can focus on those clients and do a better job. Now, I want to come back to what I was talking about before, which is, who is it that is inspiring you, and should you be inspired by them? And I want you to start looking at it very differently. Yes, they're making money, okay? But are they doing it in an ethical way? Do they align with the family you're trying to build? Do they align with your faith? Do they align with who you're trying to be as a person? If they don't, then you have to start questioning, are those the people that you want to work with? That's what I want you to focus on now. Look at the people that you're surrounded by. Look at the people that are inspiring you. Are those the people that you want to work with and have around you? You've got to have a bit of a ruthlessness in you this start of 2025. There's people you need to remove from your life to get to where you want to be. Now, where you want to be could have been anywhere else, but you've been here with me, and I appreciate that. And I think that's a great way to sign this off. Have a great year, everybody. 2025 is going to be a massive year for us all. It's either going to be successful or it's going to be a realignment. Whatever it is, we're building. We're building blocks and we're getting to where we want to be. Have a great day, everyone. Find who you want to align with, stick with them. And when you work out who you are, those people become attracted to you and they want to work with you as well. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye.